welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting video for you guys. I am doing an artist collaboration with Kelsey, who is the lovely lady behind Wild Witchling on social media. Not only is she super adorable in general, but she does a lot of really cute witchy artworks, mostly digital from what I can tell. And her style is just completely different to mine, so when she reached out to me to do a collab, I was so excited. Not only have I never done a collab before, but I've never done one with somebody that's similar to me, which is why I was also so excited. She's a smaller artist like I am on social media, and I couldn't be any more happy than to support somebody that has the same passion as me with art, and especially for spooky things this time of the year, which is why we decided to do a Halloween themed collab. Kelsey and I thought it would be really fun to kind of give each other Halloween themed prompts, and then we would kind of pick whichever one spoke to us the most and create something spooky for the spooky season. And the prompt that she gave me was teeth, aside from a couple of other ones. I believe some of the other ones she gave me was a pumpkin farmer, and to be honest, I don't remember the other ones right now, but I was really struck by the prompt teeth. The very first thing that popped into my head was a creepy tooth fairy, and I thought that this would be a really good challenge for me because even though I have my own kind of love for creepy, spooky things, I feel like I don't really get the chance to draw that kind of a thing very often, and I have a really hard time, in my opinion, trying to draw something that is actually creepy or scary. I feel like more often than not when I try and draw something scary, it doesn't really have that like real creep factor. It's just kind of more mysterious or ominous as opposed to something that might be horror themed. And I didn't really go so far with this theme because I still wanted her to be somewhat pretty in a way. I didn't want her to be really ugly. I feel like I really could have gone further with it and made her this like ugly, scary creature, but I wanted her to have an aspect of beauty because to me that makes it a little bit more scary when something is ominously beautiful, but you can tell there's just something really evil about it. So I was really inspired by that prompt, and that's why I decided to do this creepy tooth fairy. So I'll go on a little bit more about the art in a second. I just wanted to do a little bit more elaboration on Wild Witchling because I think she's super awesome. Like I said, she mostly does a lot of digital artwork, and her artwork really reminds me of some Disney concept artwork that I used to look at in books as a child. So there's some sense of familiarity with her artwork, which I really like, and it inspires me. Plus, she's primarily a digital artist, which is so inspiring to me because I find digital art to be so daunting. I feel like you're either super comfortable with digital art or you're super comfortable with traditional art, and I definitely tend to lean way more towards traditional art. Digital art is something very new to me, and even though I really want to work on it, I feel like it's something that has definitely been a very big challenge for me, so that's why I decided to do traditional artwork for this piece, just because that's my comfort zone, that's my jam, and I'm glad I did because I'm really happy with the way it turned out. But other than that, Wild Witchling, aka Kelsey, she makes really beautiful witchy art, and her Instagram has an amazing witchy aesthetic. Even her selfies are witchy and just something I wish I could pull off, so please check her out. She's awesome. I will, of course, link all of her social media down below, as well as the link to her video. I don't want to spoil what kind of prompt she had, so I will let you guys head on to her channel. She's based in Australia, so somebody being from the United States like me, I find that really cool that I can connect with somebody from a completely different part of the world than I am, which is also part of the challenge of our collaboration. We had to find out how to communicate when we're on completely different time zones. I'm pretty sure when I was going to sleep, she was waking up for her day, so that was a challenge, but I'm really happy that we were able to make this work, and I can't wait for everybody to see what we were able to work on together. I love the way her piece turned out. It's spooky, it's creepy, it's cute, it's magical, it's everything that you would ever want in a Halloween collab, so please go check her out. It's worth it. I guess now I can start talking about the piece that I'm working on. I got a lot of inspiration from goblins. A lot of the creatures that I researched for reference were more like goblin kind of creatures as opposed to fairies, which I actually really liked because I didn't want her to be cutesy. I wanted her to be kind of menacing and, you know, a tooth fairy you can be afraid of. And I hope I achieved that, but I really was struggling with the background at first. I didn't really know what I was going to do, so I just kind of started painting. I knew that I wanted to create this kind of dark vignetting kind of effect to kind of make it look like she was in the dark, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do, so I kind of played around with it, and I sped this part up really fast because it took a while, and the painting process is one of my favorite parts, so I wanted to include as much of it as I could. I just love watching the paints kind of do what they do as they're sped up so that you can see all the magic happening. In the end, I decided to add ink because it was just not dark enough for me. I wanted it to be darker. I wanted her to pop a little bit more behind the dark background. So here you see me adding some ink, and then later on you see I will go back and do some tree silhouettes. I decided it would be really cool to have her in the woods in the dark. Very creepy if you ask me. And I kind of had this story in my head about what she would actually do as a dark tooth fairy. So in my mind, you know how the tooth fairy traditionally collects children's teeth when they fall out and she gives them money for them. I thought it would be really cool to kind of base it off of this dark tooth fairy that maybe came and took your teeth when they weren't ready to come out yet, and she just collects them for herself, and you can see she has some in her crown. She's very proud of the teeth that she has taken, and you can see she has a bunch of them tied to her belt. I imagine her being kind of smaller in stature, which is why the teeth look so large. So I kind of tried to put her in perspective, and I wanted her to look really creepy, which is why I made her ribs showing, and she has these pointy hands and these rags for clothes. But I still wanted her to be kind of pretty, like I had said earlier, and also this sort of magic about her so that she seems more like a fairy and not necessarily like a goblin, kind of like how I was referencing her. So I really like the way it turned out, and I really like the way the background looks. It's definitely something I haven't really tried before, but I really like how dark it is. And here you can see I'm adding some real-time peeling of the washi tape to add my nice border. I know all of us artists like that. Oh yeah, there it is. So good. Anyways, I don't really have too much to say, so I guess I'll let you guys sit back and enjoy the spookiness. I will add some spooky music to the background so you guys can get in a really spooky vibe for Halloween. Alright, and we are finally coming to the end of the video. Again, I will post all of Kelsey's information for her social media down in this description box, as well as the link to her video. Please check her out. She's awesome. Her artwork is awesome. Yes. I will also list all of the materials that I have used in this drawing. As you can see, I used quite a bit of different materials, some I haven't used in a video before. So all of that will be listed down below, as well as all of my social media information is always in the description box and in the end card at the end of the video. As always, I will include a close-up of the drawing at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you get into the spooky spirit, and happy Halloween if you celebrate it, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your spooky season. Thanks for watching again, and I will see you guys in my next video.